And welcome to Officer Oil. I'm your host, Scott McAdoo. I'm a police first responder and currently serve as one of the community outreach officers for a local department in Maryland. Outside of police, I am also a certified AMSOIL dealer. When I'm not fighting crime, I am fighting friction. So I'm here talking about a big problem that's facing the industry that's been plaguing us for many years, and that's ethanol and low quality fuel that we're getting at the gas pump. So ethanol, most pumps, especially here in Maryland and all around the country, they have 10% ethanol. You'll see when you go up to the pump, it'll say may contain up to 10% ethanol right at the pump. So that's E10. 10% ethanol. Ethanol does very good things. It creates jobs in the United States. It reduces our dependence on foreign oil. However, it also comes at a price. And that price is ethanol runs really hot. It's harder on components, and it loves, and I mean loves, moisture. It loves it so much that it can pull it right out of the atmosphere into your fuel system, your fuel tank, and it can take that fuel. You get all these water molecules in there. When the water molecules, when there's too many of them, there's a process called phase separation, and that process where the water will actually separate from the fuel and it'll drop to the bottom of the tank. So here I'm going to show you a really good picture of it. So right here is a really good picture of what phase separation can look like. You can see that line at the bottom there, and that's water. That is pure water with the gas floating on top. So what happens is you can run that right into your fuel system, and then you've got a lean burn situation where you're running pure water, and obviously that can tear up all kinds of components. So it's a nasty problem that's facing all of us out there. So this problem we typically see more on the marine side, out in your boat, maybe your small engines, your lawnmowers, your chainsaws, your trimmers, the power sports market, so your ATV, your UTV, my dirt bike here behind me. So oftentimes folks go out, we fill up our gas can, we throw it in the shed, we top off our boat, we throw some fuel in the four-wheeler, and then we forget about it. And then we come out months later to fire it up, that chainsaw that's been sitting for a while, and it won't start. And the reason why is because the fuel's gone bad. And oftentimes it's because there's water in there, there's gunk, all that crud, nastiness in the carburetor, fuel system, and it just tears everything up and it won't start. I know I also have an ATV, and I bought it used, and big problem, fuel pump went bad because the ethanol tore it up because they didn't ride it. And a big thing we have to do is we have to ride our equipment. We got to fire things up. We got to go for a run. It's this issue is most important in those applications that are sitting for a while. Not a huge deal, not as much of a deal, still a big deal in our cars, but we drive them all the time, so the fuel gets burned. But on our toys, they often sit. So just over time can become a big issue. And how frustrating is it to go out there to fire up your dirt bike or fire up that chainsaw when you got a big branch that comes down from a windstorm and it won't start. So the solution, AMSOIL Quick Shot. So AMSOIL recognized this problem and they came up with a solution. And this solution, what it does is we add it to the fuel, and it's going to do several wonderful things. So it's going to clean out all those performance robbing deposits that are already in there that have been built up over time. It'll prevent them, once it's clean, it'll prevent them from ever coming back. It also stabilizes the fuel, and it stops and prevents those nasty ethanol issues and that phase separation. So as those water molecules start to come into our system, they're going to keep the molecules naturally dispersed so that they don't condense and drop to the bottom of the tank and have that lean burn situation, which can be catastrophic for engine equipment. So Quick Shot is the answer. So it does several wonderful things. I've been using this for many years. I've never ever had a fuel problem, ever. And it's unfortunate because many of my small engine clients and my power sports clients, these shops, they're telling me that 90% of all their work's fuel related. So what's that tell you? Tell you that a lot of folks aren't using the solution here, and that's the AMSOIL Quick Shot. So let me show you a little bit. So here's a picture of the bottle, all right. Highly recommend you use it in every tank. All your instructions are here on the back, okay. Clean out, perfect for any 2 or 4 stroke engine, Don't put it in a diesel, all right? Don't put it in a diesel. But what you do is, if your system's never been cleaned, you'll see on the left, you'll see a cleanup. And what you're gonna do is double it. So this little bottle here will treat, it's an 8-ounce bottle, and it'll treat 6 gallons of gas on an initial cleanup. Then, after that, for continued protection, you can double it. You can go up to 12, all right? So you only need half as much. So you only need half as much of the fuel treatment to give you the continued protection, all right? So very, very, very important. We also have this in quart bottles, so for larger fuel systems. So, you know, boat with a 100-gallon tank would be perfect for that, or something, you know, just larger applications. Big commercial landscape fleet where they have their bulk fuel tank, quart bottles would be much better for that. So I've got the dirt bike here. I went out, did a nice ride yesterday, had an absolute blast. And on the way back, I stopped at the gas station and topped it off. And so I have fuel in there. So I put in just shy of about 2 gallons. I had already had some fuel in there that was treated with the Quick Shot. Now, I've always used the maintenance because I've been keeping it clean from day one, and the bike was bought brand new. So we're gonna go ahead and get the Quick Shot in there and get it protecting, because of course I'm planning on riding next weekend, but you never know, something could come up and the bike might have to sit for a while. So, and I know that it's gonna be protected for a long while. So let's get it added in there. Okay, so popping my cap off. Very easy. Try not to let any dirt or anything get in there. It's got a nice long neck on it. Make it easy to pour. There's a pull tab right here. Just pop that off. All right. And then I'm gonna be going down just shy of the, right about 2 gallons right there, okay? Right there. I have my rag ready just in case. A little more, a little more. A little bit more. Here we go. Give it a wipe. Just in case, put the cap back on. Make sure you put your gas cap back on. Very, very, very important. And there we go. Let's go ahead and get this fired up, running a little bit, let that fuel treatment, let that Quick Shot work its way all through the entire fuel system. The bike's a 2020 KTM 300 XC-W TPI 2-stroke. Phenomenal bike, absolutely love it. But I want to keep things protected, and I don't want to have any fuel issues down the road. So let's go ahead and get it started up and let it run and get the Quick Shot all mixed in there. There we go. Let it run for a little bit. Let it run for a little bit, and then be good to go. Be able to put in the shed for a long time. So the Quick Shot, all right, so it's going to protect the solution to all those nasty ethanol problems. A very, very small, inexpensive insurance. Highly, highly recommend this. If you want to avoid all those problems, this is the solution, the AMSOIL Quick Shot. If you're a do-it-yourselfer like me, maybe you have, you know, a small yard, lawnmower, chainsaw, maybe you ride a dirt bike or an ATV, or even have a boat, I highly recommend joining our preferred customer program. And what that does, it's going to save you 25% off of our retail price, and they're going to give you free shipping right to your doorstep, anything over $100. It's a great program. Many of my police coworkers are preferred customers, many of my best friends, neighbors, even my parents. Love you, Mom, love you, Dad. They're also preferred customers. So wonderful, wonderful program. If you have a repair shop and you're an installer or maybe a commercial fleet, we also have an even more advantageous program where you can start off at 30% off of retail with the option to earn up to 40% off of retail. So it's a great program. And then if you are a parts store, we have another outstanding program where you're going to earn 30% off, plus you're going to get 4% towards a co-op credit which is going to give you free advertising. We can use the dollars for free advertising, signage, banners, free shirts for your customers, things like that. So great program depending upon what your situation is. Please, if you'd like to move forward, please follow the link below. My website, www.officeroil.com. You can follow it through there. Or if you end up on the AMSOIL website another way and they ask you how you heard about us, please mention my name, Scott McAdoo, and my last name is M-C-A-D-O-O, and my referral number. This is most important. My referral number is 164-9274. Again, 164-9274. That way you'll be working with me, and it really supports me and my family. It really does help us support us and our lifestyle outside of being a community outreach officer. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Please like the page, please share, please comment below. I'd love to hear from you. AMSOIL Quick Shot, great solution, gonna solve all those nasty fuel problems, and you will definitely not regret it. Thank you so much, and Officer Oil signing off.